Alright, call hello, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone of Ruel. I'm not a member of Great Millstone, yet I've entered into their labors. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the sincere brothers and sisters who are doing this, wherever your lot is, or whatever your lot is, wherever you may be located. I'm just going to hit a couple quick points on this. Normally, I don't comment on social media because all there is just a bunch of bug outs. But Spirit got on me to say something about this one, and I did. The individual replied back about, and you see the hashtags, so I don't know about IUIC and Sakari, but and in the other ones, but the individual responded back with us, not us, but GMS having a 501c3 doctrine. But so I'm not. That's who I learned from. I believe in my own faith. You know, you work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, but I believe that GMS has the truth. So I was like, hey, they not 501c3, and this is a female, not even going into the scripture, but she's just talking, no scripture. And then and this is also serves for some of us who are newer, like myself, or newer than me. But here are some red flags when they have, you see Yaquab spelled wrong, because you understand in the Paleo Hebrew that there's no O. So it would be an A there where the O is, right? They don't understand what Gentile is. And when you see Yisrael and all that other shit, these are red flags for you newers that come in and they spew this nonsense. They're spiritually dead, okay? Just like, and then they adopted doctrine of Esau. So they one of them was on here was saying that the Native Americans that you see in America are Mongoloid and they migrated 10,000 years ago. So you got the whole theory of evolution in there. This is all Esau's doctrine, and Esau or Edom in the Paleo Hebrew, I forget how it's pronounced, but it means wasted away is he, because his pigment. And just like their daddy, they are spiritually. We have Jakes who preach things like this, and they're spiritually wasted away. And that's why they say the dumb shit that they say. And you ought to keep your damn mouth shut. I'm gonna let this play and then grab a couple scriptures, but this is just to serve for some of us who are newer, like myself, and newer than me. When you see things, these are red flags, all right? When you look at the name, and look at how they use the Hebrew language. They'll use Yiddish. They'll adopt these Christian doctrines, and she really just doesn't make sense. I don't understand what this person is trying to say. But whatever. So look at these comments. So I put the oldest Hebrew relics are found right here among the Northern Kingdom, who are the so-called Latinos and natives. Those are our brothers. And I don't even look like. I mean, I'm kind of dark-ish, not really. Actually, I'm not dark at all, and I don't have your typical Negro hair, if that's what you want to call it. But my father is crispy. My father is brown, dark chocolate, and my mother is pasty. But she's a Jake. Her father's a Jake. Her father's a light-skinned Jake with some brown, light brown hair. But his father's a dark man, and his father's a dark man. But the Edomite comes on the woman's side. My great-grandmother is so-called Irish. But she might even be a Jake. And that's the point that I'm trying to make, that they are making this thing about color. And you're dumb like your brother. You're dumb like your daddy Esau. You're stupid. You adopt his doctrine and you accept it and you run with that. And when you hear something contrary, you won't even hear out the full matter. And that's what the scriptures say, to hear a matter fully. And that's why I tried to listen to this three times. And I'm trying to understand what point she's making, but I can't. So I believe this Maya Ka'ala is in the GMS Dallas camp. So he also commented on there about she made a point about the fallen angels again. And that's why he made the laughing face. Like the fallen angels are us. The sons of God are the Israelites who come in all shapes, colors, and sizes, because we were scattered to the four corners of the earth. Go in your blue letter and type in scattered. You'll see. So you got these other comments, and that was me again right there. They are our people. Fallen angel doctrine is false. It's false. It's from Roman Catholicism, right? Okay, and there's some other folks here, and then you got these dudes, Judo Awakened, Facts No Lies here. Like, you don't know anything. The only ones are Negro descent, look like us, and don't have dog hair. You can't, you can't make this up. All right. So let me let this play. Look, I've talked enough.
With the truth that Hispanics, Mexicans, all this kind of stuff, or whatever, don't come from our people. They are not Israelites. One thing, I mean, if you just do some basic research, okay.
Ironically, she says do basic research, but knows nothing. Right? I gotta pause it. So if she's talking about Edomites that inhabit this land, which I thought at first, I really don't know. But yes, there are Edomites that inhabit this land. They call themselves Hispanic. They call themselves Germans. They call themselves everything but Edom. Okay? We ruled Europe at one point. And that brings me to another point. Some nigga made a response video. I'm going to go to that too. Maybe I can find it. But hold on. Let's stick to one thing at a time. So Edomites did take over this land, and they called themselves other things. So we'll go to Psalms. And funny enough, it ain't even there no more. But you saw the title. Funny enough, the GMS Chicago camp made a video about Christians being arrogant in their ignorance. And these people are just Christians who understand that they're Israelites. That's all it is. They still adopt Esau's doctrine. They see everything that Esau says as concrete. And they try to they fit that into what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has given us. So let me get to Psalms. I'm a little excited, and I'm also pissed because I can't stand for the word to be mangled like that. And then for you to be proud in it. Straight to the point, Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, right? That is what Esau does. That's why African, look at this, down here, Negroes, African American, right? Scipio Africanus is who named Africa. All of these places, they've named them after themselves. So that's red flag number one. You can't go based off of him because he's changed times. He's changed all the things that the Lord has set up. He's gone completely contrary. All right. So let's let it play some more.
Go back into history. Look at some old antique maps. So you will see where Hispania is. It's in Europe. And yeah, I have some maps here that you can look at and see for yourself. But I think a lot of our people, when they hear the term slavery or whatever, first thing they think about are English people. But they don't realize that Gentiles consist not only
So I really want you to listen because I don't know what the hell she's trying to say.
Of those who speak English, but they speak German. They also speak Spanish. Those Spanish people are Gentiles. When our people were taken into slavery, they were taken into slavery by the English, but they were also taken into slavery by Spaniards. Okay? And the Portuguese. So, if it's using one of the territories that these Gentiles have invaded and still occupy, South America, Central America, North America, but specifically South America. They like to refer to it as Latin America, but if you go down to Brazil, all these different places, whatever, one of the languages that you see people of color down there speaking is Spanish and Portuguese. Okay, those are the Gentiles who enslaved them. Okay.
Right, those are the Gentiles those are the Edomites who enslaved the Northern Kingdom, and that's why the Northern Kingdom predominantly speaks Portuguese, predominantly speaks Spanish, predominantly speaks the language of their captors, like the Southern Kingdom predominantly speaks, or like French. Levi really, the French got to Levi. So in Haiti and in Jamaica, they speak a mix of different languages. Mostly in Haiti, they speak French. Here in America, we speak English, and I'm trying to make sense of this. So how can you say, and what is a Hispanic, Mexican, Puerto Rican, etc. of non-Negro descent, as it says at the top? So are you saying that these are Edomites here? Because then you would be correct. But when I said so-called Latinos, Native Americans are our brothers, She said they weren't. So I'm not really sure what point this lady is trying to make.
The ones who enslaved my ancestors spoke and speak English. So that's why I speak English. But the English are no more Israelites than the Spanish are. All you have to do is look here on these maps and you will see for yourself. Hispania is in Europe. What's imperative is that you not allow.
So we're going to get into that before she carries on into more horseshit. What does the land have to do with anything? Just like we were not original here in America, some of us weren't. We were scattered from Jerusalem across the four corners of the earth, right? So that means that there are Israelites everywhere. Now, her present day, yes, mostly Edomites inhabit these lands that she has on the map. But there are Jake there too that look like the heathen. And I believe she's trying to make this a color thing and use landmass references that mean nothing because we are everywhere. And let me get Luke 3 and 38, okay, real quick. Because hold on. Wait. Let me just let this finish out.
These individuals who are not of our people to mix you out. They have an agenda behind that. It's in the scriptures. The Most High said in the book of Daniel, they will mix their seed with the seed of those who descend from Adam. And they're doing that for a reason. I encourage you all to read about the genetic corruption that's mentioned in the scriptures. It involves fallen angels. Yeah, I know it sounds out there, but that's what's in the scriptures.
That's because it fucking is out there. All right, so let's get the first thing. She said seed mixing. Now, they did try to white us out. That is true. However, if an Israelite man lays with any woman he wants, that child will come out an Israelite regardless of what he looks like. Now, they did rape our women and those women because the seed depends on the father. And when an Edomite rapes or has sex with a Jake woman, that child is an Edomite. There is no mixing. That is another thing, another one of Esau's pseudoscience. They're physicians of no value, right? So let's go to Numbers. Now, you already know what I'm finna get. You already know where I'm heading to. Numbers 1 and 18, straight to the point. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the houses of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their poll. And to add to that, our ancestor, our forefather, Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel or Yashar Allah, when he put forth his seed into his heathen wives, they birthed the 12 tribes. They birthed the progenitor of the 12 tribes. And I don't remember what part. Let's see. Man, Jacob. But what book? What book? I know it's Genesis. I just don't remember the chapter, so we're going to find it. We're going to get that real quick. Genesis 35. Okay, so let's go to Genesis 35. Okay, dwell there, make an altar. Genesis 35 and what? And 49? 35? 40? Hold on. And 23. Okay, the sons of Leah. You know, I don't want to spend too much time. You need go read this, but not only was one of his wives handmaid was a heathen, but who was it? I cannot. David's mother. Let's go. Hold on. We gotta get this real quick. Solomon. First Esdras 8:9. Damn. Let me see. Then did Solomon build a high place for Shamash, the abomination of Moab. Right. So he had, I believe, no, let me not even say that. But there are heathen women. We had heathen women. Some of our ancestors had heathen women and had children by them, especially in the line of Judah. And those heathen mothers birthed sons who sat on the throne. So by their calculation or by their assumption, heathens sat on the throne of David, and Yahweh did not say that would happen. There would always be, along the lines of David, an Israelite in the lines of David sitting on that throne in Judah. So I really want to find that. I really do. Man, I really want to find that. And this is also an example right here, 1 Kings 11:4. Solomon's wives. So Solomon being a son of God, because before we were called Israelites, his wife turned his heart after other gods. That is us falling. That is the falling away. That is what the Genesis 6 is about. Very plain, very simple. The sons of God went into the daughters of men. But I really want to. I may put it in the description box. I gotta find that though. I definitely want to put that in the description box. So please be on the lookout for that. And I also link my other channel that I started posting on as well. But I will get that, Lord willing. I want to get that with the heathen wives who had heathen wives. But I'm gonna move on for the sake of time. So we'll go to Genesis. Hold on, let's see what she can.
Don't you mix with them. I've said it in my videos time again. Do not mix with them. Stay away from them. And of course, this going back to the fallen angels. You know, when the Most High made us, made from clay, he made his spirit sons different from us. They weren't his.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll go. She talked about Genesis 6. Okay. All right. It came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, and the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives, and of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not strive with man, for that he is also his flesh, yet his days shall be 120. Okay, then there were giants in the earth in those days. Now, Elder Malcolm and Elder Yashawamba, I will put their channels also in the description box. Go check out those videos. They do extensive work on who the sons of God were, on what that meaning of the name giant is. It's men of renown, okay? Because that's what we were. We were the salt. Were and are the salt of the earth. That's why Esau pushes his evil and he pushes his bullshit on us, and then everyone else follows. The Israelites were the men of renown. That's why men like Samson was able to kill 1,000 men with the jawbone of an ass, or 10,000, or however many. I believe it was 1,000. Or how King David was able to slay his 10,000s and Saul slaying his thousands. Or Judas Maccabees, during everything in the Maccabees, they went through. There were very few men fighting big armies with the help, of course, in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Our people have always done mighty things, and it was to give glory unto the Lord. We were always smaller in number, and did mighty things, and that was to give glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. That has been our story. That and going off it has been our story. So man, what else would I want to get? Let's see. Did I not get Luke 3 and 38? So let's get that, because we are the sons of God. Boom. Okay. And that's just the lineage, right? So we'll go to, let's see, 36 says, which is the son of Canaan, son of Arphaxad, right? Which was the son of Shem, or Sim, which is the son of Noah, son of Lamech, son of Methuselah, Enoch, right? Jared, which was the son of Malaleel, the son of Canaan, which is another Canaan, which is the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, because, Cain slew Abel, and Seth, whose name means compensation, Yahweh gave unto Adam to forward that priestly line. That's why it talks about sacrifices. Cain's sacrifice wasn't worthy, and Abel's was. So that gives you an indication of a priesthood, because we were meant to be kings and priests, right? Living by example, the way the world should be run. Low power mode. But we fell. That's the fall, okay? That's the point I'm trying to make, right? So verse 38, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God. So before we had our forefather Jacob, or Yaquab, who birthed the progenitors of the 12 tribes, we were just labeled the sons of God. And that lineage it follows. So you can go all the way down to Yahushai. Right? The book of the generations of Yahushai HaMashiach, the son of David. Because remember, he came out of the loins of David, son of Abraham. And it just goes, you can read all of this, and it tracks all the way down. Look at all this. Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, who was born Yahushai, who was called Yahushai, HaMashiach. Like all the way down, it just keeps track of the lineage, because that's what it's about. Wait, let me get it. Damn. And I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to hit a couple key points. I didn't want to go too deep into detail, because there's already been very extensive work that I'm going, Lord willing, to link in the description box that you can watch and be edified. All right, so we'll go to Genesis 9, verse 26. So speaking of lineage, right? All right, so Ham, the father of Canaan, we'll start. I'm starting at 22, and I'm going to skim, but the point is in 26. All right, the nakedness of his father told his two brethren without. All right, and Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders. All right, they walked backwards. Okay, Noah woke from his wine, knew that his younger son had done unto him. All right, so cursed be Canaan, the servant, and we'll go to 26. And he said, blessed be the Lord, that's Yahweh, power of Shem, God of Shem. And then, so you got Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right. So Shem has sons, and you pass it on down, and you can read that lineage in Matthew, the 1st chapter. There's also the lineage. Let me see. I want to get it here. You can also look at that lineage. I believe it's Genesis, the 4th chapter. Let's see. Cain and Abel, descendants of Adam. Genesis 5, you can read through the descendants of Adam. So it keeps going all the way down. Let's see. The world gone wrong. That's Genesis 6. Okay, flood covers the earth. So it'll give you descendants of Japheth in Genesis 10. Descendants of Ham. Okay, so it tells you everybody. And there's a split, right? It tells you the split. But this person down here, if you go to the bottom, right under their at, the Gentiles, it says the Gentiles come from the seed of Japheth. So it's all confusion all over the place. Anybody that is not of that chosen lineage is a Gentile. And then you have another definition of Gentile. Those are those Israelites who didn't know they were Israelites because they were taken away. They were under Greek captivity. You need to read the Apocrypha. You need to read the book of Maccabees, 1st and 2nd. It is a very abridged history about how the Hellenization of our people. They were no longer allowed to call themselves by their tribe. They were no longer allowed to keep the customs. They were no longer allowed to do anything. There were feast days that you were supposed to keep. All right. So if you read in early on in Leviticus and in Deuteronomy, there are things that Yahweh said we should do or we would be cut off according to the law. So we got cut off according to the law. We lost our heritage. Some of us did. So when they returned, just like what's happening now, we thought we were Americans. We thought we were black. We thought we were Negro. We thought we were Mexican. We thought we were Latino, whatever. Now we're coming back into the fold knowing that we were Israelites. We were a no people. The same thing that happened then is happening now. When Yahushua came back, those people that understood the word and accepted him did not look like your quintessential Israelite and did not keep the custom. They were not born into the customs. So they were cut off, which fulfills the prophecy of Yahweh making his people jealous by people that were not a nation. It's very simple. And if Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is giving you the spirit, you will understand. But if you're a reprobate, you say stupid shit like this. When the book of Thessalonians tells you a woman, I suffer not a woman to teach, you need to shut your damn mouth. So I've gone on long enough and I kind of bounced around a little bit. But again, I'm going to link, Lord willing, I'm going to link both Elder Yashawamba and Elder Malcolm's channels and some of their videos. I'll link the videos pertaining to this. So it'll be the Sons of God and some other things, and then I'll list the heathen wives of some of the kings of Judah, because you as an Israelite man can plant your seed anywhere, and your child will be an Israelite. And if you have a daughter, your grandchild, if you have a daughter and she lays with an Edomite, that child that she has is an Edomite. But if she lays with another Jake, your lineage continues. He's an Edomite. He's an Israelite. It's very simple. Your lineage is tracked by the father. As an Israelite man, you can put your rod in anything. If you plant an apple seed in Germany, or if you plant an apple seed in the soils of Hawaii, it doesn't matter. The seed is still an apple tree will grow. All right. So I hope you were edified. I know I kind of bounced around, but I was pissed and I wanted to get some scripture and I wanted to clear some things up. But again, I'm going to post some videos in my other channel as well in the description box. Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.